What is up, my friends? Welcome back to the official MTG Arena YouTube channel for more timeless action and the conclusion of our Timeless Tournament. I'm JimDavisMTG.
And I'm Ashlizzlle.
And we're here to finish up our tournament. I played against CGB in the last video. I was playing a cool Necro deck.
And I played LVD on Domain Zoo versus his red aggro deck.
And now we're here to battle it out for the championship.
Yeah, ready to battle, ready to fight.
All right, great. So let's get to it.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to the official MTG Arena YouTube channel.
For this finals match, I'm trying to play as many banned cards as I possibly can here of its timeless format, starting out with Natural Order, a very, very powerful 4-mana sorcery that can sacrifice a green creature to go get any green creature. The goal is to get Primeval Titan, which will then go and get Field of the Dead and other assorted utility lands. Field of the Dead, of course, is a phenomenal land that can make an army of zombies. Every land you play is more zombies, kind of accumulating to this ultimate endgame. But I'm not an all-in Natural Order deck. There are some decks that are looking to kind of just only do Natural Order as fast as they possibly can. I'm playing a ton of really good fair cards also. So Deathrite Shaman, banned in every format, really, really powerful, and Delighted Halfling will lead into turn 2 Oko, Thief of Crowns, and Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath, two obscenely powerful cards that are banned in many formats as well. So I can play a really good mid-range game while also having its ability to play the Natural Order and have a really explosive draw too. Great kill spells like Swords to Plowshares and Leyline Binding, Spell Pierce for some interaction as well, a couple other Planeswalkers, and a Fetch Land mana base holding it all together with the Triomes and a bunch of great dual lands. Sideboard has a few more counter spells, a couple more utility lands like Bajuka Bog, Beseju, Cavern of Souls, and Field of Ruin, and then some good anti kind of combo cards like Deafening Silence, Soul Guide Lantern, as well as some anti-aggro cards like Fragment Reality and Time of Reinforcements. So all powered up, my banned cards and ready to rock and roll.
What's up, everyone? My name is Ashlizzle, and I will be playing a Boros Thopter aggro artifact deck against Jim today. So this deck revolves around Retrofitter Foundry, which is a 1-mana artifact that turns one of my Thopters into a 4/4 construct creature token. Now, I have Yosha Declares War, Barbed Spike, and the Ornithopter itself to provide me with some Thopters that I can turn into constructs. I then also have more artifact value and synergy in the form of Michiko's Reign of Truth, which gives one of my creatures +1/+1 based on how many artifacts or enchantments I control until the end of turn. I then also have some burn in here in the form of Lightning Bolt and Shrapnel Blast. Now, Shrapnel Blast, I need to sacrifice an artifact for, and then I can deal 5 damage to any target. And I'm also playing Inti. It's a bit experimental, but hopefully Inti can give one of my 4/4 constructs a 1/1 counter on it and trample, which should allow me to go face better. Now, if I can just manage to find that Retrofitter Foundry in my opening hand, I can probably win the game. I don't know what I'm going to be playing against, but that's kind of what the whole deck revolves around to, off to a good start if you can find that Retrofitter on 1 with a Thopter. Now, let's see if I can do it. Let's get into the games.
All right, on the play, we got Lurrus of the Dream Den here as a companion. Okay, gonna play first. And we see a pretty ugly hand. Aha, we got 5 spells and 2 lands, no acceleration, no interaction, just a lot of our mid-range payoffs. Natural Order on the Titan, but of course we don't really want to draw the Titan, so we're gonna mulligan this this kind of stinky one. And mulligan into certainly a better hand, but not much better, honestly. No white for Swords to Plowshares. We have Spell Pierce. We have potentially turn 3 Oko, which is, fine, I guess. But, ooh, boy. White, this is pretty tough. Going to 5 is also pretty tough, though. I think we're going to keep.
All right, we are on the draw. No Foundry. 2 bolts, an Ornithopter, and an Inti. I do like the 2 bolts, but Inti can also be really good. I don't know if this is aggressive enough, though. I like the lands, too. I would really like to see that Foundry, though. I'm going to try to mull, I think. Oh, I'm going to regret that. It's so difficult because Foundry is so important to this deck. Oh. What should I do? I can also find, like, a Ragavan or something like that. But this is not bad. Like, the 2 bolts can be really good. Inti. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Like, the lands are good. I have some interaction. I have a Thopter. If I can just draw that Retrofitter over the top, I'm good to go.
Alright, so keeping this kind of as 6, Ash keeps 7. On the bottom of Titan. And we kind of want to have turn 1 Spell Pierce up, so we're just going to play Otawara. So just say go. Try and not get Thoughtseize or something like that.
We have a Shrapnel Blast. Not bad. Still got some more interaction here. Okay, we're gonna start with Den, and we're gonna pass. Holding a bolt.
All right, so another Bugbear and no turn 1 play is pretty good for us, honestly. Now I have time to kind of deploy my tap lands, keep my Spell Pierce up.
All right, I'm going to put my Sacred Foundry in play and play Inti. We have Michiko, all right. We could try to set up the Ornithopter already as well, to be honest. So that we can attack with it next turn, maybe with Michiko. I don't hate it. Let's set it up. Okay.
Alright, so not the best Spell Pierce so far, but we get Inti and Ornithopter. Some sort of kind of aggressive like artifact deck maybe. So we can Oko or we can Uro here. Oko going to Inti is actually pretty cool. It's going to be a 3/3 anyway. I kind of like that. Although playing Uro is obviously nice velocity-wise, but let's just get Oko and play. Play Oko. And we're going to Elk the Inti. They're all Elk, always have been.
You see the humor here.
Okay, so my Inti just got elked. I see. I do have to absolutely deal with Oko. That's not... We have to. So what can I do here? So if I have Drum plus Michiko, I have 1, 2, 3 artifacts. I can put Inti to 5. I don't hate the idea of that, to be honest. Saving my Shrapnel Blast and such. Alright, let's do it. We're actually gonna get +3. I'm still gonna do that. I'm gonna put it on Inti. And we're gonna go towards Oko. And then, yeah, it's just because Oko gains so much life too. Anyways, holding back the Topter because we can then like tap the drum, use the bolt.
Alright, so not ideal, obviously, but realistically, like, we removed the abilities of Inti. That cost the entire turn. We didn't take much damage, so not the worst exchange. Let's fire up this Uro Titan Mage's Wrath. Let's see if we can find some white sources or just something here. Explore. That's not best ever. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna say go here. We're a little on the color screwed side, but...
Okay, the opponent is ramping with Uro and gaining life, which we do not like to see, but it is what it is. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna swing with Inti. Go in for 6. I got a Barbed Spike, so this should at least, like, buff up my Michiko a little bit, and then I'm holding up some burn, and hopefully, like, it gets the job done at some point, like...
Alright, we finally drawn our white source. It's gonna be a painful one, but that's fine. Barbed Spike, pretty cool card here. Range Truth's gonna flip next turn. Definitely need to kind of get going here a little bit, but we'll just cast Explore. Just start there and see what happens. So Explore. Draw another fetch lands. We have 2 fetch lands now. So fetch land, fetch land. That's actually really good for our Uro. Once we cast Source Plowshares and fetch both of these lands, we'll be able to cast Uro next turn. We have Spell Pierce up also. That's cool. Just say go here.
Yeah, I'm holding my burn because I might have to deal with Uro at some point. Okay. We got a nice 5/5 Michiko here. The Inspire Advantage is tapped. That's unfortunate. Else I could have maybe attacked with Den as well with the Springleaf Drum. So I'm gonna go face with whatever I can go face with here. Swing for 5. Now opponent's at 12. I have 6. Got 11 in burn here, so we're getting real close. We just gotta be real careful about it. These Wooded Foothills, once they get popped, we're good to go though. Okay, let's pass the turn. I think you go for it. I think you try. Maybe wait on another. Let's have a look. Let's put a stop on upkeep. I'm gonna see if I can fire off a lightning bolt here. See if anything happens. I don't know if there's counter spells. It's like, oh, do I just go for it? I think I try. Let's do it.
No way. 3rd Lightning Bolt. Shrapnel Blast. Woo! Woo! Spell Pierce! Oh, I love me a good Spell Pierce.
One time. No counter spell. Ah, Spell Pierce, no! Close, 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 close.
Thank God for Spell Pierce. Got our Uro now, trying to stem the tide here. It's quite the barrage of removal spells. Man, I didn't even know Shrapnel Blast was legal in Arena. That's awesome. Bolt, Bolt, Shrap Blast. So we got the Uro. We're gonna say go. We have Swords Plowshares also. Land activate Bugbear would be pretty scary, but I think we'll just barely survive.
All right, another Shrapnel Blast. This time around, I will respect Spell Pierces. Don't Do I? I will. So there's at least not counterspell mana up. I think we just attack. We kind of only just need like this little top tier to go phase. So we're good to go. One thing gets removed. That's fine. There you go. Swing for 2. We respect spell pierce.
Don't do it.
Sacrifice a drum.
No! Come on!
Burned our way to victory just in time before Uro started bullying us. Just in time. All right, so, what have we seen? Oko, Uro, a bunch of banned cards. I might want Hearses to stop Uro because the card is so bad for me. Now, I do have some like spicy blood moons. It could be a good punishment. So I have Deck in Stone here too to exile, but I got swords. Even though if I have swords, then Jim would gain a lot of life from Uro. Well, ideally Uro doesn't succeed because of, you know, Hearse, but I think I will probably change for Deck in Stone. I think I like it like this. We're just gonna try it with this Blood Moon. So what are we porting out? Regavans on the draw? Maybe I will just cut a Yosha. Yosha might not hit what it needs to hit, to be honest. And maybe a Giver. All right, let's do it like this.
So for sideboarding, I'm going to bring in 2 copies of Fragment Reality and 2 copies of Time Reinforcements. Just have a defend myself a little bit early. Brought an extra Boseiju. We're going to shave a Titan. Because any Trax is obviously fine. Also, take out the Teferi. And then take out 2 copies of Spell Pierce, which can be okay, but just aren't super great. So I'm going to kill everything and defend myself as much as I can possibly can. All right, on the play. Got to come back after that crazy first game. And we got an opening hand that is... It's pretty good. We don't have any white triomes, which is a little awkward. I mean, 2 Swords Splashes and Uro is pretty good. Drawing the Atraxa naturally is pretty bad. But I think I would keep this on 6 if it was just 2 Swords and an Uro. So we're going to keep this. A little bit begrudgingly, but we're going to keep it. Okay,
Manifest a Retrofitter. Well, we have it! But no Thumpers now. We do have a Hearse, and we have some Blood Moons. Not that my hand is like 100% Blood Moon friendly, even though Retrofitter Foundry does just generate like things on its own. I have the Retrofitter. I mean, that's like, you know, the dream. Let's do that. Let's do it.
All right, let's fire the Flutter Strand. Just say go. We can Swords on turn 1 if we need to.
Here we go. We tried Retrofitter. It could get Spell Pierce, but it seems to be good to go.
Gotta be a white land. I guess it'll be Hallowed Fountain. That's a lot of swords. That is a lot of swords. All right, just say go.
All right. So we're def getting that Blood Moon. We just got to be very like strategic about it, you know, because we have some white spells in hand too. Let's see. I think I'll put down Vantage. I'd also do Mutavault, and then I could maybe start attacking with something. But I think the right play is just to be like Vantage. I can hold up. I can just pass my turn and activate like Retrofit the Foundry and start putting some 1/1s out. I don't hate just setting up a License Hearse though. I think I'll do that instead. Okay, not off to the aggressive start that we want, but it's not bad.
That's not ideal. All right, so we're going to Uro. Unfortunately, with the Hearse in play, the flashback's probably not happening, but still got to cast the card. Another Uro, of course, sure. All right, so get a Heath, say go. Have swords up if we want it. Goodbye, Uro, my friend.
We keep getting these Michikos. Okay. We have to be really strategic about this, because the second I put this Blood Moon down, there's no going back. Obviously, if I do it now, there can be a response, so not yet, maybe. It's so awkward. The second I get, like, a top tier or cheap creature, it plays better, but, I don't know. I think I'm gonna just pass the turn. Like, this is not the right Blood Moon moment yet. I'm just gonna create something with my Foundry.
Okay, so we draw Oko. Ash left up a lot of mana here and a lot of cards. Could cast the Oko. It leaves up our Swords to Plowshares. We could Elk the Hearse. Try and stop us from losing our next Uro. Might lose Oko if we do that. We should play Oko and plus it. Gonna make a token. Got the Mutavault stack also. We obviously have this Swords to Plowshares here ready to defend too, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I think we're just gonna Elk. Having access to our next Uro would be nice, so...
That's an Oko. That's an Oko.
Just fire up the old Elkski on the Hearse. Probably ends up swordsing it, honestly, if it tries to attack the Oko. Basically, whatever the biggest thing attacking Oko is, we're going to swords it, so...
So I have one, two. I have 2 artifact and a Michiko, so I can take out Oko or try to take out Oko. I also have like the Mutavault, but I kind of don't want to lose a land here in case there's like a sword, so I guess I gotta try Michiko. I'll put it on this servo. I can always like transform that servo into a Topter still. These Blood Moons, I have to be super strategic about them. Oof. Or just, you know, find planes at the top. That's also fine. Yeah, so we can now, like, turn it into a Topter. It's unfortunate that we, like, miss out on, like, getting rid of Oko, but, you know, you gotta try.
Alright, so there's Thopter. You saved an extra point on Oko by killing the servo, but gave an extra creature, which might be a little bit worse. I'm not sure. We get to Uro Swords again. I just make a food, honestly. Yeah, honestly, Oko living is like not that important, so Uro, draw a Deathrite Shaman.
A new Uro. Ah! Oh no!
Little ways to go on old Oko here. All right, let's make a food.
Welcome to the feast.
Okay, no land for Jim. Ooh, it's not good. I'm gonna see if I can give it to the Topter. We can then always turn that into a 4/4. So like the Topter factory is alive. Now let's find out how we're doing this, because there could definitely still be another sword. Definitely. I'm just gonna try this though. Let's see what happens here. It's definitely another sword. I'm almost thinking about just slumming Blood Moon. Just taking advantage of it. Like I do have a Yosha here. I have my Retrofitter Foundries active. It is a sword. Okay. Yep. That makes sense. I guess I forgot about my Retrofitter, but that's okay. I'm gonna slum Blood Moon, I think. Ah, that's a shame. Why did I forget about that? Oh, yeah. It happens. I can put Barbed Spike down too. You know what? Let's slam this Blood Moon. Let's slam it. Let's slam it. Let's make this game interesting.
Well, that's rude. Didn't see Blood Moon coming, which I guess is on me. We have Halfling and Deathrite Shaman, so we can sort of get out of it. How many lands in the bin, though? That's really, really awkward. Crap. Now what? Now what, indeed? I missed Deathrite Shaman. Better live, I guess. I don't know if there aren't any lands in the graveyard anyway. Halfling can't cast anything either. I think we're just dead. Oh, Blood Moon, the great equalizer. Guess I should have seen this coming, honestly. Oh, there's no Luris. Yeah, I'm so dumb. I didn't even notice that there was no Luris for game 2, which would have been a dead giveaway. That's on me. Yeah, about all that. So, I guess, this is no land that was ever going to go to the graveyard, so, like, the Deathrite Shaman doesn't even do anything. Oh boy. Alright. Let's play Halfling for the moment. I'm just gonna make a food and say go. We need to draw a Beseju, which we have 2 of, or a basic Plains.
Alright, Inti is a fantastic draw off the top. I do want to set up this Yosha. Maybe I can find a land though. Let's try Inti. Alright, let's see if we can send Hearse towards Oko, because you gotta keep that in check. What am I gonna get rid of? I think actually my remaining, my other Blood Moon here. Let's put it on the Hearse. See what we can find. Plains. Sometimes lucky. Sometimes lucky. Yeah, I'm honestly... See, I got like 1 artifact here, so Yosha Chapter 2 doesn't work. I can just deck and stone the Halfling, to be honest. It's a bit extreme, but... Even though deck and stone can also be really good once these like food tokens get turned into like elks and stuff. But there's 3/3s and I create 4/4s very soon. I do need to like obviously keep my my Blood Moon effect as good as I can get it. So I'm honestly thinking about deck and stone on the Halfling. Okay. Hopefully the clue won't be mean to us. We'll see, we'll see.
No, Windswept ETH. No. Why are you a mountain? Alright, again, Deathrite Shaman not doing much that lands in the graveyard. Grazer blocks, I suppose. I want to just elk this Inti, perhaps, and play an Arboreal Grazer. Yeah, sure. This is a land's never going to go to the Grazer. I guess if we drop a Seju, but that's just good anyway. So, all right. Let's just play Deathrite Shaman, I guess. I'm gonna elk this Inti. All right, so go. We have some time.
Inti got the elk treatment? Okay. Inti gets elked every time. Alright, let's see. We definitely have to take out Oko here. But can we go about it in like a smart way? I think we can. Let's do Barbed Spike plus Yosha Declares War. We're gonna get rid of that Deathrite Shaman. So we're gonna do Chapter 2. And Chapter 2 allows us to tap 2 artifacts. So we're gonna tap Barbed Spike and Token. Get rid of Shaman. There we go. I really do want to get rid of Oko, but I don't know if Jim has any like red removal, so I'm gonna go like this. Take the risk, you know? The Blood Moon plan seems to be working so far, even though I got really lucky with that Plains, like really lucky. But I would have been able to like generate a bunch of stuff with the Foundry anyway. But yeah, it does really help, doesn't it? Okay, let's pass the turn. Alright, it's time to turn one of our Thopters into a 4/4. And then the Barbed Spike can turn into a 4/4 attacker. Let's do that. Alright. So if I put in play Retrofitter Foundry and another Springleaf Drum plus Michiko, I should be getting really close. I could have kept a flyer as well. That would have probably also done quite a lot of work. But I didn't do the math. Don't be like me. Yeah, we're just gonna put it on like our lowest creature, so that would be Inti. Turn it into an aggressive team. Swing.
Alright, GG's.
Honestly, that went better than I had expected. We Blood Mooned our way through it, guys. And got lucky too, don't forget. Good game though. Alright, everyone. What a game! What a game, but the little Thopters got the job done. What a match, Jim.
Yeah, that first game was a roller coaster where you started tapping mana. I forgot Trap Blast was legal on Arena. So when you tap it 2 and cast it, at first I was like, oh no. And then I was like, oh wait, my Spell Pierce is live. This is awesome. I cast a Spell Pierce and I'm like, all right, we're turning the corner, but nope.
No, I you know what, like sometimes like the luck hits and that Shrapnel Blast on the top was insanely good for me because I was nervous. Like I was looking at that Uro, I was holding well like 2 bolts and the Shrapnel Blast. I was like, you know, I want to go face, but also I see those like cards in the graveyard. I know you can bring back Uro. If one of these things backfires, I have to fight an Uro. So like, do I go for it? And I was like, I'm like half of a burn deck. I'll just do it. And then I got lucky with the Shrapnel Blast because my heart sunk with that Spell Pierce.
Yeah, I only have 2 Spell Pierces, so I think going for it was definitely right. And then obviously just things lined up really well. It's cool though, because like I'm a Magic Boomer. So top deck Shrapnel Blast brings me way back, which is super cool. So, and then in game 2, we saw Blood Moon. You know how Blood Moon is like a big equalizer. Kind of on me. I just didn't notice you didn't have Lurrus for game 2. So I didn't fetch up my basics. You cast the Blood Moon, and I was like, oh no. And then my hand was Swords to Plowshares, Swords to Plowshares, Swords to Plowshares. Like, I don't remember what else I had, but Blood Moon was really, really good that game.
Yeah, I tried, like, I know that currently, like, Field of the Dead decks are, like, doing a lot, and I'm assuming you were, like, a little bit of a hidden, not all-in on Field deck. So I was like, and when it was Cyber, I'm like, oh, am I gonna go for it? Like, I guess I'll try, because giving up Lurrus is, like, kind of huge, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I was like, I'm gonna try the Blood Moon strategy, and when I cast the Blood Moon, I had, like, a couple white spells in my hand, like, 3 of them. I had a Decan War, I had, like, another Michiko, but I didn't have a Plains yet. And then one time that Inti luckily hit my, like, I have like 3 Plains in the deck. That kind of like unlocked my hand, but I still had a Yosha Declares War on my hand, so I could create Thopters with the Foundry. So I felt like I could keep going as long as I kept you off like your colors. Obviously, like Inti was kind enough to me to give me planes after constantly getting elked, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, Oko was pretty good in those games, so I couldn't really overcome. And it soaked up like, I don't know, 10 or 12 damage, something like that, but just wasn't enough. But really, really cool deck. I like your deck a lot. I love the ability to be aggressive, but have like the burn spells and like the blood moons and stuff too. It was really, really cool deck.
Yeah, thank you. Like, yours was just like, the second I saw it, like, this is going to be banned cards. Banned cards.deck. So I was a little nervous because, you know, you can gain a lot of life, especially with those Oko food tokens. That's like truly dangerous. It's just the fact that that third game, like, the Blood Moon gave me enough time to go in against you and you can really cast your spells. Also, I'm not sure if I would have won that game.
Yeah, the Blood Moon was definitely debilitating in that game for sure.
All right, everyone. That was the finals of the Timeless Tournament. I'm Ashlizzle. You can find me over on twitch.tv/Ashlizzle or also YouTube/Ashlizzle. And next to me, my opponent, Jim.
Yeah, GG's. I'm JimDavisMTG on everything. Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. I do full-time content, so check me out.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.